Hi everyone, and welcome to Sierra Community College. My name is Darlene Davis and I'm a counselor here at Sierra, and I'm happy to see some familiar faces in the classroom. I've met with some of you and have even helped some of you develop an education plan. I look forward to working with everyone in the class. I'd like to welcome each of you to this new program here at Sierra. It's a program designed for new and first year students, and this is one in a series of 4 lessons. I am excited to be part of this because the goal of this program is to help you all succeed at Sierra. The objective of the first lesson is to introduce students to various on-campus services and resources. And as I mentioned, our goal is to make your first year experience at Sierra successful. As counselors, we are here to support your academic, career, social, emotional, and cultural transition into the college. We will explore the campus and its resources together, and we'll have fun doing it. We'll navigate the sometimes complex community college system, and I'll help you connect to resources and help you be your best and succeed at Sierra. But before we get started, I'd like to take a show of hands and ask a few questions. 1, how many of you have taken an official tour of the campus? Okay, so it looks like of 18 of you, 6 of you have done so. How many of you know where the counseling center is located?
I don't.
Okay, so about 10 of you, so that's better. These next few questions, just answer silently, or you can raise your hands if you like, but do you all know where to go on campus to make copies or to relax and take a nap? Yes, you can do that. Do you know how to drop a class or how to withdraw from a class and avoid paying for the class? Do you know where office hours are? Do you know what office hours are? Do you know where to go if you need mental health support or if you have a crisis? We will answer and help you with all of those questions. But before we get started with our interactive activities, I'm going to pass out a pre-assessment for each of you. And the pre-assessment is going to help me determine your level of experience and knowledge with Sierra College. So I'm just going to start on this side of the room, and if you all don't mind just passing it out to the other side. Thank you. Okay, before we go out in groups, I want to review some resources here on campus, some student support services. You might be wondering, why do we need to do this now? Why don't we learn as we go like we did in high school or at other colleges? Well, the answer is simple, because we want your Sierra College experience to be great. We want you to succeed, not only here, but beyond here. Haven't you been frustrated when you spend a lot of time or money on something and parts of it don't work? Anyone?
Yes.
Yes, exactly. So how does that make you feel?
Frustrated.
Yep.
Bummed.
Yep. Frustrated, bummed, yes. We don't want you to experience that here. We're trying to mitigate that by offering these type of programs. So what we're trying to do is provide you with knowledge, and knowledge is power. So let's look at some student resources, which happen to be free to all students. The first is academic support. Let me get there. So the first is academic support. Who thinks they'll need help with a test this semester? Okay, several of you. How about writing a paper? All right. Do you know what APA or MLA format is? All right, only about 2 of you. Or if you need help doing homework, that's what this resource is for. The Tutoring Center is located on the 4th floor of the LRC. The LRC is the Library Resource Center. So anyone, what is the LRC? Anyone? Shane?
Library Resource Center.
How about you say that not as a question, but with assuredness.
Library Resource Center.
Exactly, yes. The Library Resource Center. The Tutoring Center is absolutely free, okay? It's free to any of you, regardless of how many units you take. You can schedule one-on-one appointments, you can schedule it online, you can get tutoring online, you can also get tutoring 24/7. So if you're in the middle of writing a paper or you're studying for a test and need help, you can go to tutor.com and you have a free subscription to that as a student. Also, there are peer tutors in some of your classes. So these tutors actually go into your class and they make themselves known. They will work with you in small groups or individually, and they'll also schedule out of classroom tutoring sessions and study sessions. Okay, one other thing that the Library Resource Center and the Academic Center offer, the Tutoring Center, we also offer international tutors for international students. So tutoring is available to anyone, regardless of what language you speak or what culture you're from. The next student resource is the Writing Center. So how many of you feel ready to take your first college level writing course? All right, I sense some hesitation and some nervousness. That's okay, that's normal. Take advantage of the Writing Center. They are here to help you. They are also located in the Library Resource Center, but they're on the second floor. And their services are also free to students. You can schedule online, you can make on-campus appointments, and you can also call in, though sometimes that's not as effective, but it is available if you can't make it to campus. The Writing Center also offers other services, such as they'll help you prepare for an essay type of test. They will also help you write your college application. We actually offer sessions for that come college application time. The Writing Center is also an excellent resource for our ESL students, English as a Second Language students. Okay, so anyone who is learning English as their second language, do not hesitate. The center is there for you as well. The other thing we offer are student success workshops, also in the LRC. The student success workshops are for students. They're offered every week, and we do special workshops during midterms and final times as well to help you prepare. So for example, this coming week, we have, so Monday, February 4th, we have Introduction to College Level Writing, MLA APA format. And then on Tuesday, February 5th, we have Tech Knowledge for College, Office 365, Canvas Tips and more. Again, these classes are free to students. They're generally during the middle of the day, and they usually last anywhere from 30 to 60 minutes. The nice thing about those is sometimes professors will offer those as extra credit because they also want you to succeed. So besides academics, what else can students be stressed about or burdened by? Anyone have any
Ms.
suggestions?
Davis, finances, tuition.
Very good. That money, in general money, is a huge concern for everyone, but particularly students. Not having enough money. Money is one of the top reasons community college students fall behind in school or drop out. Does anyone know why that might be? That's okay. Well, it's because when someone's basic physiological needs, such as food, water, clothing, shelter, are not being met, they cannot function optimally. So for example, if a student has no money for gas or is struggling with gas money, struggling with buying food, struggling with eating correct number of meals a day to keep them healthy and fed, or they're struggling with rent, school becomes secondary or it falls further down that list. We don't want that to happen for you. We want to be here for you and help you succeed. We know you're all dealing with real life issues and stressors. But please know that we in the Counseling Center are here for you. For example, there is a food pantry on campus. This is available to everyone. Hundreds of students use our food pantry a week. The starving student is a reality. In fact, 1 in 5 college students are food insecure, means they can't afford enough food or they're skipping meals, etc. So not only does the food pantry have food, but we also have toiletries, feminine products, aspirin, diapers, etc. So it's a wonderful resource, and again, it's also free. Most of you might also not be aware of some emergency resources. I always want students to be aware of these. We do offer emergency assistance funds on campus. We offer 2 types. One's directly through the college and one is through Sierra Foundation. So these resources can be used for a number of things. The one that's directly through Sierra College can be used every semester. You just have to fill out a 1-page form, and they will cover up to $800, and it includes books, technology, uniforms, calculators, etc., you name it. The other one is to be used for a one-time emergency purpose. So for example, if your car breaks down and you have a $3,000 bill and you absolutely can't pay that, or you need a portion of it, this program can help. So please see myself or any of the counselors, and we will assist you in completing these forms or directing you to the right department to get help with those. All right, let's see here. The last thing we'll do for now, before we go out on our excursion, is I want you all to stay in your small groups of 3, and I'm going to introduce you to an app. Now, are you all familiar that Sierra College has an app?
No.
Okay. Raise a hand for anyone who is familiar with it. 2 people. Okay. How about, has anyone heard of Canvas, which is our on-school or our student portal?
No.
Okay. So I'm going to assist you with that. We're going to just do a quick review of that, but when we return to our next lesson in a couple days, we're going to go into this in depth. But in your small groups of 3, I want one of you to take out your phone and go to the App Store, okay? I want you to download a free app. So if you can do that right now, that would be great. You're going to do a search for Sierra College, and when you do that, you are going to see this on the right over here. It'll say Sierra College Education. It's a free app. Go ahead and open it. You will need your ID, your email address, and your password. Do all of you know what those 3 things are? Some of you, okay, a handful of you. Looks like a little bit more than half of you aren't familiar with that, and that's quite all right. That's pretty normal. We will help you with that. I just want to familiarize you with what to expect. So once you actually log in, if you don't know that information, your ID, your email, etc., you won't be able to get any further. But you want to get that information soon, and we can help you with that. I can help you with that. You're going to get a dashboard, and on the dashboard is where you're going to get all your academic class information. This is your lifeline to Sierra College, your academic side. So what you're going to do is when you get in there, you're going to have, every class is going to be labeled, and you'll be able to click on that, and you'll be able to see syllabi, tests, grades, future assignments, past assignments, etc. So this is something that you want to be checking every day and often. If you don't have access to a computer at home, we have plenty of computers on campus in the Library Resource Center, and every academic building has a computer resource room, okay? You will all discover those shortly when you go out exploring the campus. All right, so now that you've all sort of, gone to the App Store, downloaded the app, like I said, we will come back and we will explore this at a later time. I just wanted you to be familiar with this because when you go to your next class, your professor may ask you if you've heard of this. So are you all ready to walk around and explore the campus now and stretch out your legs?
I am.
Okay, great. So what we're gonna do is you're gonna navigate campus in your 3-person groups. I will be at the center of quad if any of you need me. You will have 40 minutes to complete the group activity. I have campus maps for each of you. I also have, so we have campus maps for each of you. I also have student support program handouts for each of you. And I will tell you what I want you to do with all these. I'll hand these out to you in just a minute. I would like each group to explore the LRC, the Learning Resource Center, and find the locations of the various resources we talked about and more. On this list I'm giving you, there are a lot more resources. I'm also going to be passing out a list of the academic interest areas, which includes degrees and certificates. I don't expect you all to be familiar with this right now. Again, this is something we're gonna do in another lesson, but I want you to be familiar with where the different academic offices are. So I want you to visit as well the food pantry, all right? I want you to find financial aid, and I want you to visit the Cultural Student Center. I'd like you to go in there and be familiar with what each resource center offers. And I also want you all to locate my office. I want you to know where you can reach a counselor at any time during your academic career. I would love for you to see me, but I want you to see any counselor. We're here to help you. We're here to help you succeed. Any questions before we all leave?
No.
Okay, so when you come back, we're going to recap and review what we just did this morning. And what we're gonna do is each group will do a very informal presentation. Don't worry, it's not graded, it's just very informal. Each group will choose 2 different resources, whether it be a club, an academic division, anything really. Just something out there in the campus. I want each group to present to the class 2 different resources and share it. So be prepared to share what you've discovered on campus. You all have 40 minutes to do this, and I want you to have fun and engage with people along the way and learn about your classmates while you're doing this as well. All right, I will meet you at the door and pass out those items I was going to give you, the map, and I'll see you all in 40 minutes, or meet me in the quad if you have questions.
Thank you, Ms. Davis.
Thank you.